Martin Luther King Jr. Day, or MLK Day, is a very important day in the United States. It is a time when people across the country come together to honor the legacy of one of the most influential leaders in American history. It is a federal holiday that honors the life and work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. His contributions to the civil rights movement have left an indelible mark on the nation. He was a very important leader in the civil rights movement. His speeches and actions inspired millions to stand up against racial injustice and fight for equality. This holiday is celebrated every year on the third Monday of January. It is a time for reflection, education, and community service. In 2025, MLK Day falls on January 20th. This date is significant as it brings people together to remember Dr. King's birthday and his enduring legacy. The date was chosen to be close to Dr. King's birthday, which is on January 15th. This proximity helps to emphasize the personal and historical significance of his life. This holiday reminds us of Dr. King's message of peace and equality. His vision for a just society continues to inspire new generations. It is a day to remember his fight for civil rights for all Americans. His efforts paved the way for significant changes in laws and attitudes. MLK Day is a very important part of American history. It serves as a reminder of the struggles and triumphs in the ongoing quest for equality. It reminds us of the importance of fighting for what is right. Dr. King's legacy encourages us to continue advocating for justice and equality. It is also a day to celebrate the progress that has been made in civil rights. Communities come together in joy and solidarity, reflecting on how far we have come and the work that still lies ahead. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, in 1929. Growing up in the South, he experienced the harsh realities of segregation and racial injustice firsthand. He was a Baptist minister, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. His faith played a crucial role in shaping his views on justice and equality. He became a leader in the civil rights movement, working alongside other prominent figures to challenge systemic racism and fight for the rights of African Americans. He believed in nonviolent resistance inspired by the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. Dr. King advocated for peaceful protests as a powerful tool for social change. He fought against segregation and racism, leading numerous campaigns to dismantle discriminatory laws and practices that oppressed African Americans. Dr. King led many protests and marches, mobilizing thousands of people to stand up for their rights and demand justice. One of the most famous was the March on Washington in 1963, where over 250,000 people gathered to call for civil and economic rights. At this march, he gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech, which has since become one of the most iconic speeches in American history. In this speech, he talked about his dream of a world where everyone is treated equally, regardless of the color of their skin. Dr. King received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964, recognizing his efforts to combat racial inequality through nonviolent means. He was only 35 years old. His achievements at such a young age are a testament to his dedication and leadership. Sadly, he was assassinated in 1968, a tragic loss for the nation and the world. However, his message of peace and equality continues to inspire people around the world. His legacy lives on through the countless individuals and movements that strive for justice and equality today. MLK Day is not just a day off from school or work. It is a day that calls for action and reflection. It is a day to give back to our communities, to come together and make a difference. It is a day on, not a day off. A day to roll up our sleeves and work towards a better future. People are encouraged to volunteer their time to help others, whether it's serving food at a soup kitchen or assisting the elderly. Many people participate in community service projects on this day, painting schools and cleaning up neighborhoods. They might clean up parks, volunteer at soup kitchens, or donate blood. Every act of kindness counts. These acts of service honor Dr. King's legacy, reminding us of his message of equality and justice. They remind us that we all have a responsibility to make the world a better place, one small action at a time. Schools and organizations hold events to celebrate MLK Day, bringing communities together in unity. They might have special programs or guest speakers who inspire and educate. These events teach people about Dr. King's life and legacy, his dreams, and his relentless pursuit of justice. They also encourage people to get involved in their communities, fostering a spirit of service and togetherness. MLK Day is a federal holiday. This means that all federal offices are closed on this day. Schools, banks, and many businesses are also closed. There are many events and celebrations across the country. Many cities have parades and marches. There are also special church services and programs. These events honor Dr. King and his message of peace and equality. MLK Day is a time to reflect on the importance of equality and justice. It's a day to remember the past and work towards a better future. It's a day to celebrate the life and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. and to continue his dream.